Clearly very important, being as she's turned up in England now.
Hello, team.
Hello, team.
We're a bit high because Nanny Di's a bit low.
I don't mean to
look at your
be.
little head.
Should I put this underneath me?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to pull up the channel so we can see lovely people's comments. Anyone there? Hello. Hello.
Does this mean we're doing a live?
Yeah, we're live now. Look, there's Rachel Orchard, Leslie S. See them there? Look, Leslie S, Lorna Adams, Grace Kelly, Danny
yes.
Piper, Doan, missed you so much.
Whoa,
Kelly
look
Cole,
at this.
Stacey, Kerry. Bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell. Anyone else watching Dracula? Hello, Mark. Hi,
Nanny
Leo.
Di. Hello,
Hi, Leo. You, Dracula. Yeah, Dracula. Episode 2. Good reviewing. Hello, you two.
Hello,
hello,
you.
hello, hello. Hello, I'm back. I own a pouch. Claire Lily. E. Will we get a vlog? I miss you so much. We have another Christmas leftovers left.
Hi, Nanny Di. Hello, love. Philip Chapman, whoever you are.
And then we're going to re-enter the year with alacrity. God almighty, I look like a vampire, don't I? Right.
We both do, actually.
Hiya,
I look like the living
well,
dead.
let's start there. Yeah, you look like the living dead, and I look like a vampire. Darlene Allinson says, hiya, it's scary.
It is, isn't it?
Well, I thought yesterday's was much scarier. Did you?
Yeah,
I mean, I liked it being set on a ship,
I did, but that could just be me.
because we like nautical ship.
We do.
We like ships.
Yeah.
Do we like ship?
That'd be stupid.
Confusing. Anthony Gray. I wanted to know, where were they at the beginning of the episode playing chess if she was already on the boat and he was telling her about the boat?
Well, also, it was more than just the beginning, because it went right through the whole first 3/4 of the episode.
Well, the first...
Until they
40
said, I know who's in room
Which was a
number
clever
9.
twist.
I thought it was very clever, and I forgave them everything, but,
was
it didn't
it-
explain a
I
thing.
was going to say, was it clever because it was just confusing?
Well, no, I think that comes from countless films, doesn't it? Countless ideas. Where
And they zoomed out from the number 9. I
yeah,
like that. I thought that was
I
quite
did
cool.
too.
But
I
how
even like
could-
the number 9. I have to say.
But is it all about I mean, obviously it's about time travel. And I tell you what it felt like. I don't want to give away right now what happens at the end. And this
okay.
is a spoiler review, by
okay.
the way. This is a spoiler review.
Okay.
Debbie Getty said, I love the first one, but got bored with tonight's one.
Yeah,
And
I know what you mean, Debbie.
I could feel the nation getting bored.
Yeah, I could.
Hi, Nanny Di. Could you say hello to Cotton Candy, Mum?
Cotton Candy, hiya. What a lovely name.
Haven't watched it, Philip Chapman, but love Nanny Di. So
Oh.
happy to hear what you both think. You just gave me a very unexpected but pleasing shout out. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Claire Lily, you get another one as well.
Oh.
Kirsty Walker Ryan says it was boring.
Well, I think there were points where we were sort of looking at each other a bit bored.
I don't mind them confusing times, spaces,
No.
reveals, and contorting all that sort of shit. But there has to be some believability,
Well, of course.
even within the unbelievability of it all.
Yeah.
And I thought that nailing bits of sort of religious text to the floor
Well, yeah.
was a bit. We've already done that with the kind
It's
of
exactly the same as
with
that.
the
exactly
with the
same.
bread in
Yeah,
the thingy,
yeah.
and then he just keeps
A
going.
paucity of ideas is basically what you're saying.
Paucity of ideas, and he just keeps on going for people in the neck. I mean, I know that's
You
what a vampire.
idiots.
No, I know, but.
It's a vamp. Of course he
No, I
is.
know, but they're being less inventive. I think,
Well, I don't think... yes, they are, but also they're just taking too long to tell the same story.
yes.
And I don't know what you guys thought, but Mark and I both said that we felt those bits where for a second you get a jump cut of a horrible, awful, evul face, and then
Yes.
it's completely lazy. I mean,
Oh,
it
I see,
doesn't
when they
fit
do those
into
sort of flash...
anything,
Yeah, you're right. Those flashbacks to sort of that
to frighten
zombie
us, to
thing.
keep the fear up isn't working at all for
It's not
me.
working at all. It shows that they're lacking anything in the storytelling. What do we think, guys? What do you think?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the big question, which is Dracula himself.
Claes Bang.
Yeah, you don't
I mean,
like.
I can't
you like
take
him
his name
far,
seriously.
Far less than me.
Well, describe what you said, because I think what you've said is quite interesting.
I forgot what I said. What to
Well,
say.
you've said that he misses it.
Yeah,
He misses it, but when he nails it occasionally.
he does, and when he does, he's very, very persuasive, as he would be. But then I do know what Mark means when he says he's not quite. He's not quite getting it for you, is he?
He's not. It's like they don't know whether to make him camper
Yeah.
and a bit more, and his one-liners even more sort of comedic. They either need to go the whole hog At times, he's reminding me. I know you don't agree with this analogy, but he's a bit like Leslie Nielsen in Airplane when he keeps walking into the cabin and going, "Hey guys, I'm really thinking of you," but he just keeps turning up and saying a line that you're wanting to be a killer line.
Well, actually, I do know what you mean by that.
And it's not a killer line.
It's not a killer line.
And he keeps sort of appearing a bit like George. What was the name of the actor in
George Hamilton.
George Hamilton in Love at First Sight, which we discussed last night.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah Footwell's, I would have said last night's was too dark and gory for you, but I thought tonight's was just a bit boring.
All the things of each person being drained of their blood, and presumably we were supposed to find each of those people fascinating in themselves, which we just didn't.
But did you?
No.
I didn't.
And
no, I mean, I actually missed John Heffernan, who played Jonathan Harker. I missed him.
I mean, I liked the two men in the end on the boat.
On the boat.
Looking back.
Did anyone else, Mark? Can I have a shout out, please? Who's that? I can't see a bloody thing. Reshma Patel. There you go. Michael does, NADIA. Have you seen the early '60s film The Kiss of the Vampire?
Yeah, but so long ago, I can't remember it. I can't remember it. I mean, I suppose.
Cotton Candy. This is my mother. Nadia's in bed because she doesn't do horror. That's why she's up there. Both episodes started off very slow for me, and then the last 30 to 45 minutes have been gripping, says Claire Lilly.
Oh, say that to me again.
Both episodes have started off very slow for me, and then the last 30 to 45 minutes have been gripping.
Oh, I think that's pretty accurate.
Who said
actually.
that? I totally agree. It could have been 45 minutes, Kirsty Walker.
Definitely too long.
I think you're absolutely right. I think they should have
long.
kept them down to 3 1 hours, don't you?
Yeah, they're pushing it.
And I just feel that he's in his indestructibility.
Yeah.
And the inevitability of him getting to Whitby. I've been to Whitby. It's a remarkable place. But
Kelly Cole High.
You feel that no one's going to die. You know that he's never going to die. You know they're never going to get him.
That's a ridiculous thing to say. Dracula, of course, they're going to get him in the end.
I know, but we know it's in the end. No, we know it's in the end. So all of this sort of built-up drama, isn't going to happen. They had to have parked the drama somewhere else.
But the last scene, the very last scene, where the person, as he gets to Britain, says, "We've got you," basically, is the woman that he's been going. So clearly she's some sort of vampire herself, do you think?
But did you not think that was a bit Doctor Who?
Well, I suppose.
The police turning up and suddenly he's time travelling.
Well, yes, but I like her.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's great. No.
But I like her lines as well.
Yeah, no. Well, I think I think they
Who is she
either
again?
Dolly Wells. They've either written it for her.
Yeah.
Or she's in more possession of the lines.
And whoever she is, I give a shout out to that actress because, it's a big part, and she's.
Oh yeah. Well,
she's
I think
really doing it.
I actually think she's out. Dolly Wells. I think she's outperforming
Him.
Claes Bang.
Yeah.
I keep saying his name because it's a remarkable
He's
name.
full.
I tell you what I think the problem here is. I
go
don't
on.
think he quite has a grasp on how.
What a vampire!
Yeah, no, but also the humour. I just don't. I think they all know what they're going for, but he just isn't capable of the humour. What do you think, guys? Does
No,
anyone else
that's
agree?
not true. He's very.
Gabrielle makes a very good point. It seems hard to be more creative with so many versions of Dracula.
Yeah.
The problem with Dracula as a monster and the vampiric monster is that's why I think films like Let the Right One In really twisted it so well, because it became a social thing.
But he's very urbane. He's very sort of sophisticated. He's very,
Suave.
Yes, suave, exactly, and has a word, for everything.
But that idea that everyone is an individual sort of bottle of wine, of claret, out of which I like this idea that scene where he wandered off and he killed someone who was Bavarian in order to speak German.
Yes, actually, that was quite good, wasn't it?
Well, it was kind of good, but in a weird way, it was like a bloodletting version of Lingo whatever app, isn't it? Where you learn a language. I mean, the idea that you go out and eat someone's skin, blood, and then you can speak
maybe
them.
It wasn't good. Maybe it was lazy then.
Maybe he can also cook French cuisine when he's eating a French person.
I don't know. I like him more than you, definitely, but I do agree that there's something not quite on message about him at the same time.
Claire Haslam says that Count Duckula was scary enough for her. Count Duckula can be quite scary. Oh, look, Angie Bolton Cox says he's got the best gallows humour. I'd let him in. That's a good question. Would you let him in?
Oh, yes, he has to be let in.
Would you let him in? Nanny Di watched The Lost Boys. Yeah, apparently it's a gap in your vampire watching film history.
It is, and thanks to you guys, because I'll make sure that I put it right.
Yeah, Count Duckula. Well, that's an interesting one. Is it worth watching, says Anastasia Maselli. I hate the typical vampire stuff. Well, I hate to say it, I felt this was typical vampire stuff.
It was, yeah. And I wouldn't actually say this whole episode on its own. Would you tell somebody it was worth watching?
No,
I wouldn't.
No.
And for example, Kate, are we allowed to say that Kiki watched it? She went to bed. She
Well,
got
Kiki
bored.
watched last night's and was
Yeah.
too exhausted to review it with us, and she quite enjoyed last night's
Yeah,
because it was quite gory.
Yeah.
You know, kids like gory.
Yeah. But not tonight. She said it was boring. It
Well,
was.
she went to bed. It was really boring.
Nothing was happening.
And we were all up for a bit of action on a ship at sea, Pirates of the Caribbean and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, here we go. Anthony
First
Gray.
part
First
good.
part good. Second part not so, and got confusing.
very
Time will tell
much.
if part 3 brings it all back together and makes it all make sense.
That's
yeah.
very true.
It could just, you're right, Anthony Gray. It could just be a bit of a dip in the middle. Happy New Year.
Blimey, look at what this person said.
What?
Please, can you both do a review series of your fave books, particularly historical fiction and non-fiction?
Well,
Did they
there
have
you go.
any idea I'm a
MP.
librarian?
My God, you
They
may
you
never
don't know who
stop.
you're talking to, exactly.
Yeah, Nadia is currently upstairs watching Below Deck, which is ironic given that
Given
we've been
what
on
we've
deck.
just been on. Yeah.
I didn't even get the bit where he was. 1 minute they were blowing the ship up.
Yes.
Then he was diving to the bottom of the sea. Then he was getting out of a coffin in the sea.
He has to be in that earth.
I know what's happened.
What?
The boat goes down and he's underwater for years. All the years that it's taken for him to come out of the water, and now it's modern time.
What makes you think it was modern time? The police?
The police were all in cars.
Oh, we all in that, yeah.
Well, what made it modern was the mobile phones
Yeah.
and the helicopter.
and the machine guns.
Yeah.
But but he has to be in earth. He has to be in earth. He can't just be rolling around.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
but
sea.
maybe he was in a wet, earthy coffin at the bottom of the
no,
sea.
okay, I get that.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there you go. I mean, I have to confess, I was a bit, and it went a bit classic BBC. Dawney Harvey, hello. Are you two confused by it too? I don't know.
They had every time they did the BBC thing of having every yeah.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very. It was covering all bases, and it had to have all storylines and all types, and
Yeah.
that's fine. But at the same time, it just feels like it's being made by
blimey, listen
committee
to
a
this.
bit.
It does. Oliver Moss is saying read something called The Pillars of something or other.
Yeah,
That
Mark
sounds
Gatiss
good.
is brilliant for pulling. Mark Gatiss is brilliant for
He
pulling these
is
threads
brilliant,
together.
Mark
So you're
Gatiss,
right.
yes,
Really, the
Mark Gatiss.
jury has to be out until we see the final episode.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have to see the final episode before we make
Oh,
our.
bless her! Look, I like the mum and son review.
Oh, that's
here.
Dawney Harvey. She's one of our loyal
Is
followers.
she?
Yeah, hi
Oh.
Dawney. Nanny, you're wonderful, and you made
a wonderful boy.
I'm your boy.
He's my boy.
Who's the better villain, Frankenstein, Dracula? Well, see, werewolves, they don't get me anymore.
No, me, not at all.
No. We're not. We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
That's not funny.
All right. Manos, the Hands of Fate.
Don't Nanny dies on books is a whole new category on your
When
channel.
did the chess convo happen? Exactly, Missy
Which?
Hawkins. In the film. When
We don't know Missy Hawkins. We're very confused by that.
Yeah.
I think that was a whole sort of
Yeah.
idea.
I think it was an
emanating from
artificial.
looking up and saying,
Yeah.
I'm in room number
But I feel it's a
9."
bit cheap to have a twist like that when really the twist makes no sense.
And also, does anybody else out there think that? Does anybody else out there watch The League of Gentlemen? So obviously, Mark
Inside
Gatiss.
number 9.
And their series was called Inside Number 9, and I felt the whole thing was a bit, a sort of
Yeah, they kept banging on about number 9, didn't
a
they?
joke,
Yeah,
an in-joke,
an in-joke.
which we were supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, it even had the same 9
Yeah.
as they have in.
No, you're right.
Not that I mind that. I mean,
How many
I'm quite-
different 9s can you get? Curious to know how many varieties of 9 there are.
Exactly. Well,
Anyway, guys, tell us what you think. Keep the comments coming. We're obviously going to do a final one tomorrow night.
Yeah. I can't say I can't wait, but at the same time, I will be
I
quite
can
interested.
wait. I really can
Well,
wait.
no, I know we both
Yeah,
can
I
wait.
think I can wait. But as someone just said, I think it might be interesting to see how Mark Gatiss gets on with it.
Yeah, he's very good.
Hey, so lots of love, guys. See you tomorrow and speak.